Hey there guys, it is me, Mike, which it's funny that I'm saying it's me, because this is the first video I'm posting on this channel. Woo! As you can see by the title and the awesome map view, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, which is currently a game that I, since the 0.17 release, have been pretty obsessed about. I don't know why. I don't know, I love the challenge. And I love the fact that it's really physics based, I guess. It's more than just like, oh hey, this game's really hard. No, this game like requires intelligence. I like that a lot. As you can see, I am currently I'm sending this satellite really to Jewel, which this is actually the first time I've even tried sending anything to Jewel. So the fact that I happened to get a interaction was pretty nice. I was pretty stoked when I saw that. But yeah, so but yeah, I'm sending this satellite over there to map. I want to map the moons with the ISA maps at. Which is what this whole thing is. This is a plugin based mod orbiting the sun, so it's on the sun. This is this is the map I have of Kerbin so far. I haven't totally mapped Kerbin yet, but I'm in the process. I have two or three satellites going around Kerbin. Haven't done anything with the moon or Minimus or Moho or Eve. Done a little bit on Duna. But for this particular instance, I was trying to land on Duna, not map it. I just happened to have the satellite dish on my lander, so I was able to map it while I was searching for a ideal spot to land, which ended up being like in this area, next to the big crater. Yeah. What else? But yeah, I want to Jewel. No terrain detected, but I mean, I've read online that it technically has a surface. It just, something's like, buggy with it, so if you get down to the surface, you're basically just screwed, because the physics engine just doesn't, I don't know, something's wrong with it. I don't know if something's wrong with it or if it's meant to be like that, but after I map all or a couple of the moons, I'm planning on maybe sending the satellite down through the atmosphere of Jewel and actually seeing what's down there. Let's see, Lathe, Vol, and Tylo are the three that I really want to map. Bop, I don't know. Bop's kind of the orbit. Its orbit is a little wonky. I'll go to Jewel. Well, really wonky, as you can see. So it's not exactly an easy one to get to, and especially since it's so small, it'll probably be pretty tough to let's see, Jewel there. Probably be tough to get an interaction with it, even if you can get along the lines. This Vol, just kind of icy and rocky and not all too pleasant. This Jewel, nice. Jupiter. So it's supposed to be Jupiter, obviously. I got Lathe, which is where I want to go first, and eventually maybe send a lander with some Kerbals on it and check it out. It's the only moon that has an atmosphere. It's pretty cool. It'll make it probably a lot easier to land. It's actually an atmosphere that's really similar to Kerbin's. So, and then what else? Where's Tylo? Thought it was just kind of like a little volcanic rock looking thing. But yeah, so I decided to send a satellite up, just to, mainly not so much to map everything, but just to see if I was able to to send a satellite up. So hopefully, since hopefully if I build a lander, it's not going to be too much bigger than this, and it won't be too much harder. The the launcher vehicle was pretty serious, about 500 tons or something like that, with full fuel levels and everything. Let's see. Get rid of that. I have MechJeb installed, which is another plugin. In my opinion, it was the best plugin I ever considered installing, because it's very, very helpful. Space, space, space. Sorry, portal moment. It's it has autopilot-y type stuff, but I mean it's more useful as far as like stuff like this. It gives you orbital information. You can get surface information too, but it's whatever. You really don't need that until you're landing or anything. This thing, oh never mind, not that thing. I mean, it's alright. It's not horrible. I personally just don't know how to use it. But phase angles were, well, none showing up now. But they're really helpful because you have to have, the planets have to be lined up at certain angles to each other for the most efficient way to get to them. And for instance, Joule, it's probably the only way to get to it. Unless you just have a ridiculous amount of fuel, or if you use something like an ion engine or something like that from a different mod pack, which I have an ion engine installed. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see. What else? This is yeah, and actually this angled prograde is another thing that I found really helpful, because that's another thing you need to know when to start your burn. But whatever. So we'll get a little bit closer to Joule. Start checking things out. I want to bring my apoapsis down, or my periapsis, sorry, 166 million meters, which is pretty high. This is the Kerbal solar system. You have the sun, which everyone calls Kerbal, spelled with an O, not an A like the game. But realistically, it's just called the sun in the game. But it's kind of got like, just a little stand-in name of Kerbal. You have Moho here, which is Mercury stand-in. You have Eve, which is Venus, I guess, except it's not so deadly. It actually looks pretty nice. I tried to land there, but I ended up not being able to get an interaction with it, so I had to use the rest of my fuel to get back to Kerbin. I prefer to not just end flight and leave the Kerbins out there forever. No. The Kerbals, they deserve to come home. Yeah, they do. So, this is Eve. We'll go there at some point soon. Just need to figure some calculations out and whatnot, and the amount of fuel I need to bring. And Gilly's Eve's little asteroid. It's a little bugged out actually, because I saw someone try to land on it, and you just kind of clip right through the surface and explode, unfortunately. Be a sad way to go. Alright. Let's see. Then you got Kerbin. Which Kerbin is the... oh shit. I think I just... come on. Thank you. Yeah, I just switched to another one of my map sets. Let's see. Which one is this? Ah, this is a good one. One that's this one has a polar orbit. I think this is the polar orbit one. What is this? Map set. Yeah, this is polar orbit. Which is the most efficient way to get all of Kerbin mapped. Yeah, but yeah, this is Kerbin. It's got 2 space centers on it, which are... no, not going to show up? Okay, well, there's one right around here, and then there's one over here somewhere. I haven't been to this one. Let's see. Okay, so let's get back to, oops. Back to Jewel. So we can, yeah, and, Duna is Mars. The Mars standing. Oh, I'm assuming they're gonna put in more planets further out than Jewel. Keep wanting to say Jupiter. Further out than Jewel. Hopefully they do. Make the game a little more fun and interesting. Although granted, this is 0.17, so there's quite a bit quite a bit left to do. Of course, unfortunately, when you have to go at 100,000, it's a little janky. The game engine sometimes can't I guess sometimes can't comprehend it, and what they call the space kraken can get you, which is when just something with the game's engine just tears your ship apart, which would be sort of unfortunate because it takes forever to get here, which is why I might, like, how fast am I going? 3,000, less than 3,000 meters a second, and being slowed down immensely because, you know, the sun's gravity and whatnot. But soon enough, 170 days. But yeah, let's see here. Just a minute. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, let's see here. A couple more minutes. I'll, yes, maybe. Maybe. Ugh, black screen. Sorry. Well, you know what, actually, I don't know how long I've been recording. I'll cut the video there. I'll throw this up on my channel, and it'll kind of be like an introduction, I guess, to Kerbal Space Program. I'll give a better one next. I'll post a video on how to get to the moon, build a small rocket that can get to the moon and such. Because when you're trying to get to other planets, the rockets become pretty pretty ridiculous in size. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more. Hopefully I should be getting more videos up. Obviously it's my first video, but hopefully I'll be getting more different videos up of different games and whatnot that I've been playing around with recently. And so yeah, if you want to see a certain gameplay, let me know. do what I can. Sounds good. Thanks.